Hi, my name's Phillip Dawson and I'd like to talk with you about HED 5060, Principles and Practices of Effective Teaching. This unit has as its core this notion that learning is what the student does. So in the unit we're moving away from a focus on what you as the teacher do to a focus on what the student is actually doing. In higher education you may have noticed that we have students who are not reading the readings, for example, still passing our units. This is a challenge for us as teachers. We want them to read the readings, they're not doing it. The problem could be a notion of constructive alignment. Constructive alignment is the notion that your learning outcomes, what you want the student to be able to do on completion of your unit, being aligned with assessment, what you're understanding that the students can do, being aligned with teaching and learning activities, what you are doing with the students and what they're doing out of class. When these things are perfectly aligned, well, you're assessing what you want the students to be able to do, your learning outcomes, and you're doing things that contribute to those in class. But I'm sure we've all been involved in a unit where, say, the tutorials did something that never got assessed and the students stop showing up to the tutes, or this assessment covers things that aren't really dealt with in class, or those sort of issues. That's an example of a unit that has poor constructive alignment. So in HED 5060 we focus on bringing the stars into alignment, bringing these things together. What we do that with is focusing on the teaching and learning activities. So what can we do with students? What are they doing out of class? How can we get them to do things like read the readings? We focus on assessment, so how can we write a fantastic rubric? How can we specify assessment in a way that's really clear to students what they have to do? And we look at learning outcomes, so what are the things that influence what we have to teach in our classes? What would we like our learning outcomes to be? What phrases do we use to specify our learning outcomes? And we do this through, yes, an amount of lecture, because there are content experts on this within Monash and outside. And we also do that through a peer learning group because we recognise that you have substantial expertise through your own teaching practice, through being in classes from other people and saying, I liked this, I didn't like this. So we recognise that you have experience that you can share, you can help improve others' practice as well. We have assessment as well in this unit, and the assessment focuses on looking at your own teaching practice, looking at content in the unit and trying to improve things. So substantial time spent looking at your tutorials, your assessments, those sorts of things, helping to make them better for you. So that's HED 5060 and constructive alignment. I look forward to seeing you soon.